dying.
Live, Brutus, live!
Bring him in triumph home unto his house.
Give him a statue of his ancestors.
Let him be Caesar. My countrymen.
Peace, silence, Brutus speaks, peace.
My countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake stay here with Antony. Do grace to his body, and grace his speech tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony makes by our commission. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone, till Antony has spoken.
Stay ho, let us hear Mark Antony. Let him go up to the pulpit, we'll hear him. Noble Antony, go up.
For Brutus' sake, I am beholden to you.
For this Caesar was a tyrant, speak no harm, of Brutus here. Rome is blessed to be rid of Caesar.
Peace, let us hear what Antony can say.
You gentle Romans,
Peace ho, let us hear him.
friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come here to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it's so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously Caesar paid for it. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, and so are they all honorable men. I come to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me, but Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general's coffers fill. Does this seem ambitious? But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. When the poor cry, Caesar hath left. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all do remember that I 3 times presented him with the kingly crown, which he did 3 times refuse. Does this seem ambitious? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but I am here to speak of what I know. You all did love him once, now without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to Brutus' beast, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it comes back to me.
There is much reason in this saying.
Consider that right that Caesar had done wrong.
Caesar did not take the crown, therefore he was not ambitious.
But yesterday the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now he lies there, with no one to do him reverence. But here is the parchment with the seal of Caesar. It is the will. I found it in his room. If the people were to hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read, they would go and kiss Caesar's wounds.
We'll hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony.
The will, we will hear Caesar's will.
Have patience. It is not proper that you should know how much Caesar loved you, for you are not wood nor stones, but men. And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you, and it will make you mad. It is good that you should know that you are his heirs, for it should, oh, what will come of it.
Read us the will, Antony. You shall read us the will.
Have patience. I have overshot myself to tell you of the will. I do fear the honorable men whose daggers have stabbed Caesar. I do fear it.
Honorable men, they were traitors.
The will, the testament. They were villains. Read the will.
You will compel me then to read the will?
The will.
Then let me show you him that made the will. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do remember this mantle. I remember the first time Caesar ever put it on. Look, in this place ran cast Caesar's dagger through. See what a rent the envious casket made, and the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. Judge, O you gods, how Caesar loved him, how this was the unkindest cut of all. For when Caesar saw him stabbed, and burst his mighty heart, his mantle muffling up his face at the base of Pompey's statue, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall there was, my countrymen. Oh, now you weep.
Oh, noble Caesar.
O woeful dead.
Traitors, villains, what was your revenge?
Revenge, let not a traitor live.
Stay, countrymen.
Peace, hear the noble Antony.
We will hear him, we will follow him, we will die with him.
Good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up into a sudden mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. Alas, I do not know what made them do it. They are wise and honorable, and will no doubt tell you their reasons. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is, but you know me, a plain blunt man that loved my friend. For I am neither wit nor words, nor power of speech to stir men's blood. I only show you Caesar's wounds, poor dumb mouths, and bid them speak to me. But were I Brutus and Brutus Antony, I would ruffle up your spirits, and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar's, that would turn the stones of Rome to rise in mutiny.
We will mutiny!
We'll burn the house of Brutus.
Yet hear me speak, countrymen, yet hear me speak.
Fear most noble Antony, fear him.
Why, friends, you go to do you know not what. You forgot the will I told you of.
The will, let's hear Caesar's will.
Then here is the will with the seal of Caesar. And under every Roman, he gives 75 drachmas.
Most noble Caesar, will avenge his death.
O royal Caesar!
Have patience. He moreover left you his private walks, his private arbors, and his new planted orchards. He was a Caesar. When comes such another?
Never, never. We'll burn his body in the holy place with the firebrands. We will burn the houses of the traitors.
Take out the body.
Go fetch fire.
Fire!
Now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou course thou wilt.
Get ye off the streets. This is a day in honor of Caesar. Clear the streets, for Caesar comes soon.
Beware the Ides of March!
What man is that?
A soothsayer bids beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me. Let me see his face.
You there, come from the throne and look upon Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again.
Beware the Ides of March.
He is a dreamer. Let us leave him.
Brutus, a word with you.
Brutus, I've been watching you lately, and I'm not that friendly with you that I would like to have.
Be not fooled, Cassius. I have had many problems, therefore I have neglected my friends.
But tell me, Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, for the eye sees not itself.
Any of the best men in Rome would wish that Brutus would use his eyes.
To what danger are you trying to lead you, Cassius?
Brutus, be prepared to hear. Since you do not use your eyes to see what is happening to Rome, I will serve as your eyes. Listen to what I have to say.
What means the shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Aye, do you fear it? Then I would think you would not have it so.
I do not like the idea of Caesar being king, yet I do love him well. Now tell me, Cassius, why have you held me this long? What is it that you wish to say?
I was born free as Caesar, and so were you. We both have fed as well, and we both can endure the winter's cold as well as he. But for once upon a raw, windy day, standing near the Tiber, Caesar said to me, "Dare you, Cassius? Now leap with me into this angry flood and swim across to the other shore." Upon this word, I plunged in and told Caesar to follow. So he did, but before we could get to the other side, Caesar cried to me, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink." I then rescued the great mighty Caesar to shore, and this man has now become a god, and Cassius is a wretched who must bend his body to Caesar.
Another general shout. I do believe that he's causing some honors heaped upon Caesar.
He stands above the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his huge legs and peep about. Brutus and Caesar, why should his name be sounded more than yours? Write them as they are evil, weigh them as they are heavy. Upon what means is this our Caesar feed that he has grown so great? I've heard our fathers say that there was once a Brutus who would attack the devil himself to save Rome from ruin.
What you have said, I will think about. What you have to say, I will with patience find time to give you an answer. Till then, my noble friend, true upon this. Brutus would rather be a villager than not say he were a true son of Rome.
I'm glad that my weak words have struck a show of fire for Brutus.
Caesar is returning.
As they pass, pluck Casca by the sleeve, and he will tell us what all the shouting is about.
Antony,
Yes, Caesar.
let me have men about me that are fat and men that sleep at night. Yon Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He's not dangerous. He's a noble Roman and well spoken of.
I wish that he were fatter, but I fear him not. Yet if I were free, the man I most would be Cassius. He reads much, loves not plays, hears not music, and seldom he smiles. Such men are never Thus men are never contented. They are dangerous. I rather tell thee what is to be feared than what I do fear, for always I am Caesar.
You pull me by the cloak when you speak with me.
Tell us what their shouting was about.
Well, you with Caesar, were you not?
If I had been with him, I would not ask you this question.
Why, there was a crown offered him, and he pushed it away with the back of his hand. Thus, 3 times he offered the crown, and 3 times he pushed it back. Each time he refused, the people begged him to take the crown.
Who offered him the crown?
Lord Antony did.
Meet me tonight and we will sup together. Farewell.
At this time I will leave you. If you wish to speak to me further, come to my home.
I will do so. Till then, think on Rome. Brutus, you're noble, yet even you can be influenced to change your mind. Let Caesar seat himself, for surely we will shake him.
It is Caesar you meet the killers and not Cassius.
Let it be who it is.
They say the senators tomorrow will meet to establish Caesar as king, and he shall wear his crown by sea and land.
And I know where I will wear this dagger then. Cassius from slavery will deliver Cassius.
So will I deliver Casco.
I have already convinced some of the noblest men in Rome to join me in my clan. Stand close a while to hear from someone in haste.
O Cassius, if only you can win noble Brutus to our side.
Do not upset yourself, dear Casca. Take this letter and throw it through Brutus's window. Then meet me at his home.
Brutus, are you asleep? Awake and see yourself. Shall Rome be under one man's rule? Ever since Cassius did speak to me about Caesar, I have not been able to sleep. It has been like a horrible dream making up my mind. Enter!
Do we trouble you, Brutus?
No, I was awake.
Every nobleman in Rome waits for a decision.
Give me your hands. I am with you.
Let us swear our resolution.
No, not an oath, but only to be sure in our hearts that we are doing the right thing.
Is anyone else to be touched with Caesar?
I do not think that Mark Antony would outlive Caesar. Let Mark Antony and Caesar fall together.
Let us be sacrificers and not murderers. Let us kill Caesar boldly but not wrathfully. Let us do all this so that in our hearts we are purgers and not butchers. And as for Mark Antony, think not on him. He can do no more when Caesar is gone.
Yet I fear him.
Alas, good Cassius, think not on him. If you truly love Caesar, all he could do is die for Caesar.
'Tis late, 'tis time to part.
But will Caesar come forth today? He is superstitious, grown of late. Maybe that the terror of this night and the persuasion of his priests may hold him from the capital today.
Never fear. I will flatter him. I will bring him to the capital.
The morning comes upon us. We believe you, Brutus, but remember what you have said and show yourselves true Romans.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, my wife, why do you rise so early? It is not good for you.
Not for you either. You stole from your bed this evening, and last night at supper you suddenly arose and walked about thinking inside. This thing that bothers you will not let you eat or drink. Brutus, my lord, tell me what's causing you such grief.
I'm not well in health. That is all.
Brutus is wise, and if he were sick, he would do something about it.
That is what I plan to do. Now go to bed, Portia.
No, Brutus, you are not physically sick, but you are sick in your mind. Some men came to visit you with their faces hidden. Who were they?
Kneel not, gentle Portia.
I should not have to kneel if you were gentle, Brutus. As your wife, I should know your secrets. I'm trustworthy, dear Brutus.
O ye gods, make me worthy of noble Portia.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. 3 times hath Copernicus cut out Chiappone, they murder Caesar. Who goes there?
What means